Hi, I'm Drew Conley. Welcome to my studio. I got to build it several years ago, and I'm so glad that you can come to visit me during Open Studios this year. As far back as I can remember, I loved art, taking in what others had done and doing it myself. In college, I ended up double majoring in Bible and in art. During grad school days, kept art alive with painting and sculpting. Every day, the divine creator displays beauty from sunrise to sunset and paints nocturnes through the night. I think there's something in every human being that reflects a creator. We are created in his image, and as image bearers, we create, we cultivate, and we build. In the ancient human memory, there's the beauty and peace of Eden, and it seems like we're ever trying to find our way back. You see it in the gardens, from resorts to backyards. You witness it in the rhythmic designs of cities and buildings and bridges and vehicles. You trace it in the living lines of human face and form. Art is everywhere around us, and art is in us. So perhaps the biggest reason I do art is that I'm human and created to create. It's like an act of worship to the Creator God, Master Artist. I'm trying to capture beauty that speaks to the soul and connects us to our Maker. And because gifts are forgiving and work is for the benefit of others, art has created and nourished relationships with all kinds of people in ways that I never would have enjoyed otherwise. To move inspiration from heart and head to canvas takes some planning and process. Thanks to my iPhone, I'm all the time collecting photos for reference. I try to do some art each week, and vacation times give me a chance to really focus on it. I've done some plein air painting on location along the Pacific Coast Highway in California, in the high deserts, along mountain streams, on the salt marshes and beaches of South Carolina's Low Country, and in the Cotswolds near Oxford, England. Building my studio in my backyard gave me regular time and space to work, and the other artists that joined me in the studio have helped me grow in ways I wouldn't have done by myself. I generally start with toning the canvas, then drawing the main outlines of the composition. After that, I fill in large color shapes. It's important to determine the lightest light and the darkest dark, and the variations of hue and value have to happen within that. Paint doesn't have as wide a range as light does, so that's the challenge. Once the main color shapes are in, I refine those shapes and add dark accents and highlights, trying to vary the edges so the painting reads right and the focal point is clear. And hopefully, the end result not only captures some part of reality, but also inspires. I love the human connection that art creates, both in its process and its product. I guess that's one reason I love Open Studios. It's a privilege to have art lovers and friends stop in to see the process and the results. But even better are the relationships forged with those people. I'm planning to have the studio in my home where I display my art open to you who want to come by Friday, November 13th, 6 to 9 p.m. and Saturday, November 14th, 10 to 6. This year, to spread out things a little bit more, I'm planning to have some additional hours available for visitors during the following weeks. I'll be sure to let you know on my Instagram and Facebook pages.